Hey, good evening, everyone. Today is August 4th, 2025. It was a Monday. I didn't make a morning video log. I've been super sucking on morning video logs. I need to get one made tomorrow morning. Like, it's just so easy for me to just skip the morning video log and be like, meh, I'll get it later. Meh. So, yeah, I need to lock in, sorry, I'm setting goals for tomorrow. I guess I could be talking while I do all this. I'll save it. Whatever. So goals for the day were to brush teeth, make this video log, wake Ava up at 9:30, fold my clothes. That one didn't get done. Fold clothes. Shower, get food with Corey, edit video logs. I edited 9 today. Upload video logs. It was 2 today right before work, so I have 7 more to upload that I've already edited, which is super sick, super great progress. And then record video logs. So I made recovery video logs for July 31st and August 2nd. Still need to make August 1st and 3rd, and making the 4th. And then I think I'm completely caught up on video logs. If I want to go and double check, just really quick, check. I already have that one uploaded, I think. Like, I didn't check it, but I think I got it uploaded already. The 9th? I do. 6, so that one's good. And then 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. So guys, light back up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so literally just those 2 to recover. And then obviously this one and all the future ones. Yeah, so woke up. The only one that didn't get done was fold clothes, so everything else did do. Obviously today my hair's clean, my beard's trimmed. I was going a sick neck beard there for a while. But woke up pretty late. First thing, woke Ava up at 9:30 and she was like, bed comfy. Bro, bed comfy. So we were just like, and then, got up, brushed my teeth first thing, because like my teeth just felt gross. I was like, eee. And then, played some VR for like half an hour, came up, played some Roblox for a little while, until Corey was like, hey, ready to go. So we went and, he had to drop something off to the recruiters, like a paper packet and like sign his life away or whatever you do to Marine recruiters. And then we went and got some McDonald's on the way home. It was really funny. On the way there, he was like, dude, I'm so excited for this Big Mac meal. So I texted Anna and was like, hey, we decided on McDonald's. We're going to go get McDonald's. What do you want? She gave me her order. All that. We had like a funny conversation. And then we leave the recruiter and he's like, hey, man, you know what? Fuck McDonald's. Getting Chipotle. We're going to stop at the gas station for drinks. I was like, bruh, I already got Anna's order. And so I call Anna, and I was like, hey, Corey wants to switch to Chipotle. And she was like, you already have my order, though. That's what I said. And then, so Corey was just like, all right, fine. Y'all twisted my arm. We'll get McDonald's. So we went and got McDonald's. And then when we got back, I played, no, I didn't play. I edited video logs. Like, I finished editing all the ones I had in my timeline. It took me like 10 minutes. Dude, I finally realized I don't have to make a new project and render them one at a time. I felt like I was such a noob using my own editing software that I just hadn't figured out yet. So finally got it figured out, edited it all, rendered it all out, and then while I was rendering, went and played some VR, came back up, it was still rendering, just like the last couple. So I went and trimmed the beard, and then took a shower, and then played a little bit more video games, a little bit more Roblox, and had the uploads going. I uploaded 2. So I'm not even going to write down the video log deadline like I have been because they're like, I have so many more to edit and upload, and it makes them like so easy and so quick, so fast. Just like as I get better at stuff, it gets so easy and so fast. And then gosh, I always forget to turn my phone on silent when I start recording. I never do that. And then after I uploaded those video logs, I headed out for work. Work was alright. It was actually kind of fun. It was slow for the most part. So I didn't get my first table for like 30 minutes, and I got another table before everyone else like clocked in at 5. And dude, they were weird. Like, it was a table of 4. And so it was mom, daughter. It was grandma, mom, husband / boyfriend of mom, and daughter. So like grandma and granddaughter sitting next to each other, mom and dad, right? they were the weirdest people, bro. Like, it wasn't until Anna said, like, yeah, they had no class, where I was like, they really did just have no class. Like, they were not classy people at all. Like, it is so weird to say, because, like, I'm not classist. Like, I don't care. They had very interesting sets of manners. So, the first thing I go up, I'm like, yeah, what do you guys want to drink? And it's the like, mom went to the bathroom, so it's just dad, daughter, and grandma. Grandma looks at me and goes, yeah, hot tea and water, yeah, no sugar, whatever. Looks over and goes, what do you want, like a Sprite or a 7-Up? And then the daughter was just like, literally did that, bro. She's probably like 9. Like, she could speak a full sentence. And then she's like, what do you want to drink? Probably just a Sprite. That's exactly what she asked. Why'd you shrug? And then guy got a Pepsi or a root beer or whatever. And yeah, so I go and I start making the drinks. And mom comes out of the bathroom and comes around the corner where we make the drinks. And I was just like, oh yeah, what do you want to drink? And she was like, oh, I don't know about anyone else. I think that she'll take a Diet Pepsi, I'll take a Diet Pepsi, he'll probably take a Mountain Dew, and she'll take a Fanta. And I was like, oh, I already got their drinks. You just wanted the Diet Pepsi? And she goes, oh, yeah, okay, just Diet. Leaves. I was like, you were wrong on all fronts. Like, you were not correct at all. And so I, like, gave her a Diet Pepsi, went and, like, whatever, dropped off their drinks. And then they go to order, and so it was weird. So they had a phone that they were on, and they were, like, passing it around. So grandma's on the phone, and it was like grandma and mom were passing the phone. So grandma's on the phone, and she's like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, what can I get for you guys? Like, I look at the daughter, I'm like, what can I get for you guys? Like, you go first, she's on the phone, whatever. The daughter looks at me, looks at her grandma, looks at her mom, and just goes, hey, he's asking you what you want to eat. Bam. She's on the phone, bro. Chill. And so grandma's just like, that one. So she points, we get that one, and then she goes, and she'll have pan fried rice and an egg flour soup. And I was like, sorry, what fried rice? And she was like, the pan fried, you have them, it's right here, the noodles, the pan fried noodles. And I was like, pan fried noodles. Okay, yeah, sorry, you said pan fried rice. She goes, I did not. And then her daughter was just like, no, you said pan fried rice. And the grandma was just like, oh, well, I meant pan fried noodles. I was like, yeah, clearly. So girl gets pan fried noodles and egg flour soup. Pan fried noodles are not good, dude. They're just noodles. Like, they're not special. It's literally noodles. Nothing else. It's just noodles. So dude gets a number 5, and then the mom goes to order. She gets a meal of pan fried noodles, pork and seeds, and fried shrimp, whatever. And then the girl got an egg flour soup, and then the mom was just like, yeah, do all the meals come with soup? I was like, no, like, soups only come on their own. And so these 3 get egg flour soups, the mom, dad, and daughter, and then grandma gets a clam chowder. And I was like, you guys all want soups and meals. Like, it was like a ton of food. And they were like, yep, cool. So I put the order in. Soups all come out. They're chowing down the soups. Bring out the food. And I go back to check on them. I was like, yeah, everything tastes alright, whatever, my usual checkup. And she goes, well, these are really bad. You can take these. She points to pan-fried noodles. Yeah, they're really bad. Or no. So I go to drop off the food. Before this, I go to drop off the food. I drop everything off. And I go, the girl's sitting there with her phone. The grandma's across from her. And I was like, okay, anything else you guys will need? And the girl's like talking on the phone. And the grandma goes, hey, he asked what else, if there's anything else you needed, and you ignored him. Dude, chill. Holy bananas. Chill out. You're good. Like, what? Why are you so confrontational? Chill. Jesus. And so, yeah, I go back to check on them. They send back the pan-fried noodles. I take it off the check, whatever. And they're, like, just generally dissatisfied with the meal, I guess. Like, I'm like, what? Why'd you order so much? Like, if you didn't know what you were getting, whatever. Obviously, there's like, what the heck? And so they go to pay, and then they, like, complain to my wife or whatever, and she's just like, oh, sorry to hear that. The girl's just like, yeah, I thought I should be honest with you. Yeah, I like honesty. Well, yeah, the food just wasn't that great. Okay. Do you need a copy of your receipt? Just like, what? Don't What do you want us to do about it? If you don't have a call to action, you're just complaining. Whatever. It was really, really entertaining. Ava was just like, yeah, you didn't like the food. I don't like your lack of class. Like, you guys were just weird. Like, just weird people. Weird interactions. And yeah, so they leave, and then later on, a phone call comes in. I answer the phone. I gotta have a mosquito bite here, bro. Like, this is crazy. But later on, a phone call comes in, and they're like, hey, we have 16 people. You got room for us? Do I got room for you? Do I got room? We are empty. Get here. Ow. So they come in like half an hour. They're pretty cool. They were actually really, really cool. It was 8 adults and 8 kids. And so I serve them. I'm awesome. I have fun. I do my best. They enjoyed me. They apparently I had served them last time. And I didn't want that guy to be like, dude, I was on vacation 3 weeks ago. I have forgotten everything. But like I did like vaguely recognize them. Like in my head, everyone I recognize from Canton is like they're not even like a regular from Canton, they're just someone I know. So it's like I know these people. Where from, right? So it's like I don't like remember certain things, but they remember me. And I was just like, to me they just look like regulars. Like they had come in before. I recognized them vaguely. And so we ended up getting them a couple family style meals, set it all up, kids had paper plates. Super, super fun. They had like a birthday cake that they brought, so they gave us a couple slices at the end. And then they ended up tipping me on top of the gratuity, like really, really well. And I was just like, heroes, bro. Heroes. So cool of them. And then, yeah, so they all left, and I start like going to clean the back room because they basically took up like the whole thing of it. And I got 3 tables out in front in like the last hour, and I was just like, brr. But one of them was like a really cool lady. She was on her own, and then one of them was it's Toby's younger brother's friends. So I had known like they'd come in with Toby's younger brother before, and I was like got to meet them, and they were really cool. I think his name was like Tegan or something. He was a cool dude, and he ended up tipping me like $15. I was like, bro. Homie, like super cool guy. And then the other lady tipped me like $8. It was like, dude, this is sick. What? This is so sick. Like, this is a great day. And then so after work, went and got a little bit of Taco Bell, just like a quick meal, and then I headed home to chill. I was just like, so I was just literally sitting here watching YouTube. Played a couple like new games on Roblox that I thought were like not even like super super fun, just interesting. And then yeah. And then I started recording some recovery video logs. So today, obviously, recovered July 31st and August 2nd. So almost caught up on video logs. Super proud of that. And while I was at work, this is my daily thought, just to wrap this up. While I was at work, I got an email from my, let me go to mail.google. Okay, bro, go to Google for flavor goggle, okay. So I got an email from my congressional representative, Representative Ross Folker, I'm assuming. And so he just got back from Capitol Hill and is back in Idaho. And so it says, it's been a busy few weeks on Capitol Hill. This is his newsletter that he emailed out to whoever subscribed to his newsletter. I wrote to this dude and basically said, don't sign the big beautiful bill in. It's terrible. Very blatantly so. You need to vote to release the Epstein files. And, like, if you want to actually have an efficient government, you need to, like, cut down the military bloat. Like, you need to say, hey, maybe an F-16 isn't worth $80 million. Like, maybe we could, like, the parts to build one are only worth 12. The labor can't be that bad. Like, it's not that crazy, right? And so it's been a busy few weeks on Capitol Hill, and we're back home in Idaho. On July 4th, 2025, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act was signed into law. This legislation achieves what effectively will result in the single largest tax cut in American history for the American people and bolsters border and military resources to keep our communities safe. Brother, great. But what I really want to talk about is he talks about the single largest tax cut in American history, okay? Basically, what had happened. is there was supposed to be a tax hike. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was supposed to expire, and there was going to be a tax hike. Like, we're going to pay more in taxes. Very good. Donald Trump solidified that into law. They're permanent now. Those tax cuts are permanent. And it eliminates tax on tips and overtime pay. Which, how are you going to do that? Like, the logistics of doing that doesn't make any sense. All wait staff are still reporting their tips in. There's no reason to report them if we don't pay taxes on them. Whatever. And it's a measure he introduced, or I guess, and have fought hard for. It will strengthen American energy and lower costs by expediting permitting processes. Additionally, H.R. 1, the Big Beautiful Bill Act, will provide law enforcement and military personnel with the resources to finish the border wall, secure our homeland, and strengthen our national defense. Dog, we're fine. We're doing fine. Like, the rhetoric around immigration is so much more toxic than it needs to be. And then he says, it was an honor to stand beside the President, Speaker Johnson, and congressional colleagues during this historic signing ceremony, to read his press release, click here, whatever. He goes over legislation that directly impacts Idaho. There's a lot to do with the VA and the energy system. He really is against wind and solar in Idaho for some reason. I mean, I don't care, dude. I feel like solar is great. Solar subsidy is awesome. Idaho taxpayers should not be footing the bill for unreliable, expensive energy sources that strain our energy grid and are dependent upon parts from the United States' top foreign adversary, Communist China. What an outdated thing to say. What an absolutely outdated thing to say. How old is Ross Fulker? He was born in 1962. So his age... I'm not going to do math, bro. He was born March 9th, 1962. Okay. 1962 minus 2025. He's only 63, so he's still 20 years from running for president. But I mean, dude, how outdated is that? Like, yeah, they are an adversary. To call them the top foreign adversary, just generally, like, I feel like they're more of an adversary because we piss them off so much. But that might just be me. Legislation with national impact. A few weeks ago, I voted to advance the fiscal year 2025 Defense Appropriations Act. This legislation includes an amendment I co-sponsored to ensure our incoming F-16s continue to have a steady supply of parts. The United States has the most lethal, effective fighting force in the world, and the bill will ensure it remains that way. Congress's $9 billion recessions package represents a critical step towards restoring fiscal responsibility in D.C. I voted yes on this legislation. While this recessions package is a start, more needs to be done to eliminate what we don't need, streamline what we do, and set a higher bar for every taxpayer dollar spent. Why would you go to the Defense Appropriations Act and make sure that we're paying for more F-16s from already bloated military contract prices? Could easily be over $100 billion for this, and then go, we also cut $9 billion. We need to streamline what we do and set a higher bar for every taxpayer dollar spent. Write it into law that defense contractors can't charge more than 20% profit. And the military budget will go to $300 billion and would remain the same. But we are not going to do that. We're going to have a $9 billion recessions package. Why? So, I just wanted to point out the absolute hypocrisy, the complete contradiction between this is a critical step towards restoring fiscal responsibility, and I voted in the big beautiful bill. What is wrong with you, bro? What are you yakking about? He talks about meetings in media, Lewiston High School marching band, meeting with beef producers, meeting with other entrepreneurs, pro-growth policies. Earlier this summer, I was honored to receive the Club for Growth's Defender and Economic Freedom Award, promoting limited government, pro-growth policies, and fiscal responsibility. That is just not true. If you voted yes for the Big Beautiful Bill Act. That is simply not true. Like, it is impossible to say. We know what's in the Big Beautiful Bill. We know it cuts Medicaid. We know it does. We know it grows the government deficit. We know it cuts taxes, so it reduces our income and spends more. So we know you are not promoting limited government. We know you're not talking about pro-growth policies, eliminating wind and solar subsidies. Like, we know you're not doing that. We know you're not talking and top prioritizing fiscal responsibility in DC. You're not doing that. Like, it's not even like a, oh, this will all trickle down. No, there's no explanation. It's just, you're not doing that. Like, you're just wrong. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. Free market principle. I'm grateful for this recognition and more determined than ever to keep fighting for free market principles that empower Idaho's families, businesses, and entrepreneurs to thrive. This man has supported tariffs. Free market? My left nut, dude. What are you talking about? And I'm sitting here, I'm like, if he ever sees this, I can't imagine him sitting here going, yeah, free market, tariffs. What? If the tariffs are a goal towards having a free market, why would we sign a deal with the European Union where they pay a 15% tariff? Or, yeah, when we import to them, they pay a 15% tariff. Wait, what was it? Was that it? I think that was it. No, we can sell to them for free, but when they sell it here, we pay a 15% tariff. That's not free trade. If free trade was the goal, Donald Trump would have to say he's pro-globalization. China's on the globe, and they're our top foreign adversary. Sorry, I had to remember what order it was in. Casework reminder. Since arriving in Congress, I'm pleased to show that my terrific casework team has successfully returned over $20 million to hardworking Idahoans. This is money that was owed to constituents but was held up in a federal agency. Cool. If you are a resident of Idaho's 1st Congressional District and unable to get a timely response from a federal agency, or if you feel you've been mistreated, please contact my office. We are here to serve you. I've sent him an email. I genuinely hope I get a reply. That'd be so cool. This is a wild newsletter to send out to say, we signed the Big Beautiful Bill. Fiscal responsibility is one of my top priorities. If you're going to say that, just mean it, dude. Mean it in your votes. Just mean it. Fiscal responsibility is not your top priority. It clearly is not. You're worried. You are pro-tax cut and not pro-less spending. Like, the whole point of being Republican is less taxes, yes. Less government, yes. You have joined the MAGA cult. The MAGA are not Republican. You have gone in and gone, tax cuts, yes. Bigger government. It doesn't work like that. You can't just do that. And I understand that we have just done that. This is why our bond prices are spiking. This is why America is going to be very soon unable to borrow money, because we're cooked, bro. Like, we are cooked. This is so cooked. And now we're having, like, way less job growth. And healthcare jobs aren't popping up in Idaho. We are having job shrinkage. Like, our economy is literally shrinking actively. And so it's like, when you eliminate tax on tips and overtime pay, it doesn't matter, dude. It genuinely just doesn't matter. It really, truly, I don't know how else to explain it. It does not matter. You cannot say you're a pro-fiscal responsibility. You cannot say you're pro-smaller government. You cannot say these things. You are advocating for bigger government spending and bigger deficits. That is insanity. So, yeah. If you end up getting an angry email from me, Ross, I'm so sorry, dude. This is just gotta be pissing me off. So, just wanted to share that with you all. It has been an awesome day. Other than that, I love getting a little bit heated about these topics because average people are not being properly represented in this country, and I can't wait to make a big change about it. So, yeah. I hope you all had a wonderful Monday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Peace.